Project Green School Education as a promotion of sustainable use of cultural and natural heritage and resources. Project code 15.2.1001. The project is co-financed by the European Union through European Regional Development Fund under the Intergraph 5A Romania-Bulgaria program. The content of this movie does not necessarily represent the official position of the European Union. Montana district occupies the central part of northwestern Bulgaria, with a total area of 3,635 square kilometers, which is 3.2% of the territory of Republic of Bulgaria. Danube River is the northern border of the district, that's also the state border with Romania. The southwestern border of the district is with Serbia, and to the south it's limited by the northern slopes of Stara Planina. Vidin district is the neighbor to the west, to the east it is Vratsa district, and to the south the capital of Bulgaria, Sofia. Different relief forms could be found on the territory of the region due to the diversity in the geological structure of this part of the territory of Bulgaria. If we look from north to the south in the district, we can see the Danube lowlands, the Danubian plain, the Four-Balkan and part of Stara Planina. All of them offer opportunities for diverse economic activities because they're distinguished by their diverse soil and climatic conditions. The characteristics of the vast majority of the soils are very favorable for the development of the main sectors of the agriculture and the stock breeding. The relief of the municipality of Montana is mostly hilly. To the north, the district is situated in the Danubian plain, and to the south, the relief gradually passes into mountainous and includes parts of the Four-Balkan. The southern parts include the territory of the most massive section of West Stara Planina, with its highest peak, Mount Com, 2,016 meters. The slopes of Stara Planina are overgrown with deciduous and coniferous forests. The climate in the area is temperate continental, with cold winter and warm summer. The average annual temperature in the district is 11 degrees Celsius. The forest wealth in this part of the country includes beech, oak, Turkey oak, white pine, black pine, and spruce areas. Many herbs grow in this area. You could find tocsin, sanctuary, marjoram, common balm, yarrow, lime tree, black elderberry, black and red hawthorn, red peony. In the woods on the slopes of Stara Planina, you can see the diverse animal species that are specific for this geographical zone. The deer, the red deer, the fallow deer, wild boar, the rabbit, and the pheasant are common here. With regard to the animal world, the Danube is remarkable with its rich diversity of birds. Over 100 bird species were found here. Most of them are permanent and others are passing by. The most common birds are the little eagle, the forest dove, the veiled owl, the ordinary turtle dove, the thrush, the crow, wood nuthatch, the Eurasian wren-neck, and others, and from the mammals, the wild boar, the red deer, the dormouse, the badger, and the forest mouse. There is a well-marked zonality in the distribution of the soil types in this region, manifested in northwest direction. In the Danube lowlands, there are alluvial meadow soils that are very fertile, and people can grow vegetables and fruit trees on them. These soils occupy about 7% of the territory of the region. The black earth is common in the Danubian plain. These types of soils cover about 44% of the territory of the region. Mainly cereals, sugar beet and sunflower are being grown on them. Light gray and dark gray forest soils are distributed in the Vorboken. Vines and cereals are being grown on them. They occupy about 37% of the territory of the region. Brown forest soils and mountain meadow soils are distributed on the northern slopes of Staroponina in the Staroponina part of the region. Deciduous forests, natural meadows and pastures develop on them and potatoes are being grown. The forest resources in Staroponina and the Vorboken are presented by deciduous forests that consist of oak, beech and ash. There are limited formations of hornbeam in the Vorboken. Willows and poplars grow along the rivers. Chestnut trees could be found around the town of Berkovica because the climate there favors their development. Hydrolithic grass and forest vegetation is developed in the lowest parts of the Vorboken along longer rivers. The oak, with its varieties, the Hungarian oak, the Turkey oak and the hornbeam, prevails in the lower zone where the grey forest soils have a wide distribution. Silver linden, beech, hazelbush, cornel tree, hawthorn and dock rose, in places sumac, lilac and peony grow in the higher zone, over 800 meters on light brown forest soils. There are artificially planted coniferous forests on the highest places. The natural vegetation has been changed in the lower parts, where most of them are occupied by crop plants. A few large rivers pass through the district. These are Augusta, Tsibrica and Lom. Augusta River separates the town of Montana in two parts. It's very good for fishing, and its banks are great for picnic and camping. The river flows into the Danube. On the territory of Montana district, we can also find the dams Augusta and Srecenska Bara, as well as almost 50 small dams with local significance. Augusta Dam is the fourth largest artificial pond in the country by area and the second largest by volume. Two depopulated villages remained on its bottom, Živovci and Kalimanica. People from these villages were displaced so that the artificial pond could be built. For this purpose, the dam collects the waters of the rivers Augusta, Varzia and Zlotica. Its wall is earth-filled with cubic capacity of 500 million cubic meters. It has a great variety of fish in it: carp, Crucian carp, common roach, European bream, European perch, European catfish, pike and Danube bleak. The dam is situated in the immediate vicinity of the town of Montana, and you can go there on foot too. It's a good place where you recreate in the summer, and it delights the locals and the tourists with gulls that give you the impression that you are on the seaside. Another large dam in the district is Srecenska Bara. It is situated between the towns Berkovica and Vršac, and its volume is 15.5 million cubic meters. It was built as a source of water supply for the regional towns Montana and Vraca, the towns of Berkovica, Mezdra and other smaller localities. The mineral springs are part of the precious natural resources of Montana district. The warm mineral springs in the town of Vršac and the village of Spančevci are of national importance. They are used for treatment of cardiovascular diseases, diseases of the central and peripheral nervous system, endocrine metabolic diseases, and diseases of the musculoskeletal system. The town of Vršac is also famous as the town of health. Besides the small warm water springs and the incredible nature in it, it is also famous with the well-developed spa centers with pools full of curative and warm healing mineral water. They are suitable for summer and winter camps for children, as the beauty of this unique town and the area around it is revealed in every season. Geologically, the territory of Montana District includes conditional distribution in 3 map sheets: Map Sheet Montana, Map Sheet Berkovica, and Map Sheet Lom. From the metallic minerals in the scope of Map Sheet Montana, you can find auriferous placer deposits along the rivers Augusta and Zvotica. Mostly of the riverbed materials and those from the floodplain terraces presented by gravels and sandy clays between 3 and 5 meters thick are the gold-bearing ones. The gold is unevenly distributed with the trend of its increase in depth. The deposits of clay and marls are of greater economic importance. There are deposits of refractory clays at the village of Klisurica and at the village of Dolna Rixa. Open-cast quarries for building materials, limestone, sand, clay, ballast, are active on the territory of the district. There are active open-cast quarries for building materials, limestone, sand, clay, ballast, on the territory of Montana District. Overall, the quantity and the quality of the useful deposits do not allow the development of extractive industries with a significant economic importance. There is a fluoride deposit in the municipality of Chiprovtsi. There, under the ground, there is an underground mine built to extract fluoride. The calcium fluoride extracted there is the main raw material for the production of hydrofluoric acid, which is used for the production of inert gases, freon replacements in the refrigeration installations and the air conditioning systems in recent years. The fluoride is put in plastics in order to improve their solidity. It is used for the production of night vision apparatus and camera lenses. The map sheet LOM includes parts of the Danubian plain between the lower currents of the rivers Lom and Sibrica. The area in question is relatively well geologically surveyed in relation to the prospecting for lignite coal, oil and gas. The territorial distribution of the different types of mineral raw materials on the territory of the country is uneven. It's dictated by the specific geological conditions. The distribution of the deposits of oil and gas, metallic minerals, non-metallic minerals and coal is defined exclusively by geologic factors and extent of survey. The deposits also have a different economic importance. The deposits of oil, gas and metallic minerals, although small in number, can play a significant role for the economy of the country. Some deposits of non-metallic minerals, for example, kaolin, limestones for the chemical industry, gypsum, as well as building materials such as raw materials for the production of cement, crushed stone are also of national importance. The mining industry in Bulgaria has a long tradition, strategic importance and a significant contribution for the socio-economic development of the country. The life of mankind without the extraction of underground resources is impossible. The mining industry is the basis of all other industries and an important factor for the economic stability and the energy independence of each country that has underground resources. The presence of underground resources in a given country or in a given region and it is a unique opportunity and an exclusive chance for socio-economic development and raising of the living standard of the population in these regions. The natural resources on the planet are vital for the survival and the development of the mankind. Some of these resources, for example, minerals, species, and habitats, are limited. After being exhausted and destructed, they stop existing. Others, like the air, the water, and the trees, are renewable, although we mostly rely on Earth's natural systems to recreate them, to recover and purify them for us. This is why we have to be very careful with the nature. Let's have the duty not to pollute it, to preserve it, so that we can enjoy it longer. Project Green School Education as a promotion of sustainable use of cultural and natural heritage and resources. Project code 15.2.1001. The project is co-financed by the European Union through European Regional Development Fund under the Intergraph 5A Romania-Bulgaria program. The content of this movie does not necessarily represent the official position of the European Union.